Hello everybody, my name is Jandy the Artsy-Rose, and welcome back to Nick's story. Before we met, Nick's story. I want him to know me too. I came back over here because I wanted to see the little bitty, this, because I knew we were gonna miss it. Anyway, let's continue where we left off, because the video was overloading! It's nice that that we're not lagging anymore, because that really would have stunk if it kept doing that. Anyway, back to the king shouted, "Let's go," and started running. Nick was looking this way, his eyes wide in surprise. "Please stop!" The king seemed unconcerned of my plea. "You don't have to worry about me. It's fine. You're light, so there's no problem." The king, 1500 years ago, he's worse at listening to people than the present. All the while, Nick was growing farther and farther away. Eventually, Nick must have thought that this might be bad, and he started running after us. Nick! Sorry, everyone. Upon reaching the entrance of the castle, the king finally let me down. Nick seemed to have not caught up yet. "This is Niflheim Castle. Isn't it magnificent?" "The castle hasn't changed at all." "Yes, it is." Now I can finally talk to him. Suddenly, a guard came bursting out of the castle. "Your Majesty! I'm so glad you came back!" "What? Did something happen?" "Mr. Orlando and Frankenstein began fighting in the throne room." "What the? Oh, shoot. Wild is out. They are both too strong. There's no way for us to stop them. Your Majesty, please help us." Oh boy. Oh boy. "I can't understand what happened." The king muttered and began walking. Could Frankenstein be? I followed the king, and with a feeling that I knew who it was. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have done that. In the throne room, Victor was in the middle of a huge pot on Orlando. I knew it! It's Victor! Orlando dodged the pot and fixed his grip on the sword he was holding. "You barbarian." Victor's eyes were glaring, fixed solidly on Orlando. "That's not the usual Victor. It's probably his wild personality." "Orlando, I'll kill you and I'll die with you." "Do it if you can." "Hey, you two!" The king said in a carefree tone that does not suit this tension. This tension situation. "Stop this nonsense! What's the point in killing each other when you're already dead?" "Your Majesty." "Your Majesty? Who are you?" "Thank you for asking. I am the king of Niflheim, Jean." Well, that's it for this chapter. Before we go, I'd like to share a theory that I had last night. I started to think about something. Orlando had said that the flow of time, Niflheim has a time flow that's much different from every other land that surrounds them. Or so that's what I understand. So now it makes me wonder if the same thing would apply to the people of the... I wonder how different it is from the land of the living's flow, because Orlando also said in the princess's story from from Philip's story, when the princess is nearly caught red-handed or exposed for trying to escape through the gate of the living with Philip, right after the scene where you pick either the hat or the detective gear and visit either JJ or Philip, depending on which item you pick, you are encountered by Orlando, and he questions why you are searching for the gate of the living. It turns out that he comes to two conclusions. Well, maybe some of you know the scene, maybe some of you don't. He almost busts the princess. But something that he had said during this episode, or these episodes, I don't remember how many. I think it took, you spend 3 episodes conversating with Orlando, 3 episodes trying to get out of this sticky situation with Orlando. One of the things that he had said to the princess is, why would you want to go back to there is nobody that you would know that would still be alive in the land, which would mean, even though the princess had been sleeping for 1,000 years, there is nobody that she would know back in the world of the living, back in the land of the living, after all the time that she spent in Niflheim. And then we meet Victor, who we discover, as well as Nick, have been in Niflheim for 1,500 years. I always thought that, if you've been paying attention to my videos, I've always thought that Skeletona and the others all came from different timelines. Like, I thought JJ and Skeletona Adam came from the 1600s, Philip and Isabella came from the 1800s, but then I've always thought about where Orlando, Victor, King Jean came from, or whoever the person that Jean and Nick used to be before they separated 2 people. Because that's even a greater mystery. Who did they used to be before they became the 2 people that we associate them with? Judging by the looks of their clothes, it looks like they might have come from a completely different time. It might be, by the king's get-up, it looks like something that might have been worn in maybe the Victorian time, because let's be honest with that royal cloak he wears, that doesn't look like something. I'm not so sure. I know that a lot of royals used to, I know that would be seen in royal paintings that would be dated in the, I don't know when that cloak became a fashionable royal accessory. But I guess the sooner I know that, the sooner I would have a better idea how long Niflheim has been around, courtesy of Jean. But if any of you can, you can share some of your theories with the comment boards if you really want to. Well, this video has gone on long enough. Let's end this video and get on to chapter. This is Jandy, the Artsy-Rose, and see you in the next video. Goodbye.